Can I change judges? That's the subject for today's Need to Know. Need to know what? Need to know law. Dave McDermott here, McDermott Law Group, McDermott Mafia, McDermott Militia, all one of the same. This subject is incredibly popular. People are asking this question all the time. Hey, you know, I'm in front of this judge. I really don't like him. I really don't like her. Is there any way I can get a different judge? Yes, but you have to understand there are certain requirements you have to satisfy. We're dealing with Illinois today. Laws change from state to state. Generally, the principles are relatively the same. But for Illinois, there are two different ways you can go ahead and ask for you can file what's called a motion for substitution of judge, but two different reasons. As of right, for cause. So we're first going to address as of right. When it's as of right, it generally has to be some sort of statute or rule giving you the right to go ahead and change judges. For example, in civil matters, we're going to break it down between civil and criminal. On civil matters, under the Illinois Code of Civil Procedure, you can ask to change judges. You can file this motion anytime up until the judge makes a substantive ruling. And you can only do it once in this particular case. Anytime until a judge makes a substantive ruling. What does that mean? Anytime until a judge decides any big issue or has a hearing, for example. Certainly it have to be before a trial. So you have to be able to go ahead and file it before that. Now, in a criminal matter, to the contrary, you have to file a motion for substitution of judge as of right within 10 days of being assigned to that judge's trial call. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have the hearing within 10 days, but you have to file your motion within 10 days of being assigned to that judge's trial call. Now, when you're dealing with the other one, which is the other type of motion, which is a motion for substitution of judge for cause, you have to be able to show, you have to be able to prove that this judge is not fair to you, it cannot be impartial, and is in some way prejudiced against you. So you can't just say, hey, I think this judge is prejudiced against me, I think this judge is unfair in my case. You have to be able to show, you have to be able to demonstrate how that exists. So for example, say you have tattoos visibly showing, and this judge, you just learned that this judge is very difficult, is very hard on people with tattoos, has a history of talking about how people with tattoos are criminals, and you know, both on the bench and off the bench, and you could show this. Maybe that would be enough, and very likely it could be enough to go ahead and get out of that judge's courtroom for cause. Okay, so it's very important to understand the differences between these, when you can file them. If you have any other questions, obviously reach out. I love answering questions. I'm not always great at getting back to everybody right away, but as quickly as I possibly can, I always will. Hope you're enjoying this weather. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.